my dear President of Suriname, the Chairman of CARICOM, Prime Minister of Curaçao, the wife, Melissa, children, grandchildren, and all the family of President Santokhi, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the family of Suriname, the people of Suriname. Today, as I stand here to honor my friend, my brother, Chandrikapersad Santokhi, a quiet ache moves through me. Memory in this instance has become both a shelter and a wound. I'm held gently by the memories I once made with Chan. Each one a small flickering lantern in the gathering dark. But oh, how these recollections wound me now. For the same light that comforts also cuts, and in every echo of his voice, I feel a hollow where his presence used to be. I'm drawn back to the very first moment we met as leaders, when something passed between us, not spoken, only felt. A chemistry, gentle and real. Us, as two gentlemen, untouched by ambition. It was not forced, nor fashioned by ceremony. It was simply there. Two men who recognized something familiar in one another. That moment did more than bind us as friends. It became the quiet root of a new season between Guyana and Suriname. What began as a murmur between two presidents became a river between two nations. And what grew between us was not diplomacy alone. No, it was something softer, rarer. It was fraternity. To me, President Santokhi was like a brother. When he first took office, he moved not with haste, but with clarity, like a man who had already read a map of his own heart. One of his earliest gestures was to reach out to me, to lean across the distance, to listen, to begin. And in that reaching, he did not simply change a tone, he turned a page of vision itself. Together, we understood that history had laid at our feet both turns and blossoms, and that leadership meant choosing the blossoms again and again. He had no patience for narrow ways. When both our nations stepped into the glare of the world and how we should walk toward tomorrow. That creed took shape in action, especially in the areas of trade, of security, of business, and always with our eyes on a shared vision. He believed that the fortunes of our two lands were braided together. And like I said in my first visit to Suriname, that our futures were intertwined. He often spoke of the river not as a line between us, but as a vein connecting two hearts, a passage of unity, not a border for discord. Chandrikapersad Santokhi knew the true partnership between states must live in and through people, markets, in the small boats traversing the river that links us. He encouraged our private sectors to weave together, understanding that growth is not only shaped in halls of power, but forged along riverbanks, in the patient work of hands. He dreamed of bridges, one of steel and concrete, others of trust that would bind Guyana and Suriname closer. And always, he returned to a simple, aching truth, that what we build must rest on fairness and mutual care. He reminded us that small states standing shoulder to shoulder can reach what neither could ever touch alone. He called for sure and mutually beneficial ties, And he lived by that measure in every conversation, every handshake, every moment of resolve. What made him exceptional was not only the words he chose, but the silence he held. In times when anger could have flared, he chose stillness. When others might have raised a fist, he opened the door. On sensitive ground, he walked with calm, with a heart that wished only to preserve harmony. And so the bond between our countries remained warm, unbroken, and turned toward the future. I, Mohammed Irfaan Ali, say this without hesitation. All we built together was built on trust. Trust he tended with sincerity, with humility, with quiet strength that asked for nothing in return. He was a leader of vision, yes, but also of warmth, a statesman and a friend. So today I agree with you, but I also give thanks. The bonds he helped to shape between Guyana and Suriname, and let it be told that these were never without their fractures. But it will not crumble. They will stand soft, and memory strong as stone. These relations will tell us what is possible when leadership bows not to rivalry, but to respect, not to division, but to unity. Before I conclude, farewell, my brother, I cannot help but recollect some of our beautiful moments together. Very simple moments when the cameras were all gone and the lights all faded. Mia Motley, Santokhi and I will go to our simple selves, reaching for the simplest of food that will take us through the night. Yes, we built a friendship at CARICOM meetings through which sleep never came to our eyes. We made it a staple at CARICOM meeting that whoever is hosting must find curry or direct us to curry. Mia, President Santokhi and I enjoyed, especially the three of us, these moments when our dear new friend, the Prime Minister of Curacao, joined. He also joined the gang of three. Little did we know that he is also a man who loved to be awake more than asleep. Those moments, those times, quality times when we discussed every single thing. We shared ideas, we shared vision, we shared memories, until the foreign ministers of Guyana, Suriname, Barbados maybe got together and agreed that their only duty at these meetings was to try to get us to retire to bed. I would never forget Suriname hosting the CARICOM heads. And we had one of those all-nighter. And President Santokhi said to me at 5:30 in the morning, "Don't forget we have to run. We have a morning environmental run." And I said, "I'll be there. We'll be there, my brother. We'll always be there, my brother." I also recall after he left office, our many conversations. His last message to me was on Eid, a very beautiful message. And I tried to encourage him to take some rest. Take a week. Come and have a week rest with me. Him, Melissa, and the family. And we always agreed that it will happen. And he did not find the time. Only recently again we spoke. And then I said, "Give Melissa the phone." And I said to her, "You have to make this happen. You have to let him come. I want the family to know, Melissa, you and the kids, that whenever you're ready to take that rest and spend some time with us, we are like family ready to welcome you." My brother, Santokhi, Chan, you had many dreams, we had many aspirations. I can assure you today that I will continue to press on, to work hard for the realization of those dreams and aspirations. May God grant you eternal rest, and may God grant the family the patience to accept this immense loss. May He strengthen you in faith and give you the comfort in knowing that Chan, President Santokhi, lived a life of service, humility, honor, and dignity for his country and the people of Suriname. May God bless all of you and all the people of Suriname. Thank you.